I cannot. What's up, Marilyn? Hey, Jen. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hey, absolutely amazing. Y'all, my OBS don't like me. So if my lips don't match I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. What's up, Alicia? Penny. Zills, you can always hear me type. That's all I do is type. That's all I do. Hold on, let me get my... Hi, you guys. It's Wednesday. As you can see from the thumbnail, I done bowed to some pressure. I done bowed to some pressure. Y'all wanted me to watch? Y'all wanted me to watch Married to Medicine, the reunion? I didn't watch the reunion, y'all. What's up, Miss Nika? You said it's a little slow. Whew. Well, try not to look at me. Just listen. Hopefully, let me see what's going to happen. I don't know. I've been trying to figure this out for a minute. But I was just like, forget it. I'm just going to go live. I'll figure it out later. What's up, Media Mogul? Yes, everybody's here in the afternoon. Miss Sexy Slim, way in Seattle. I see you. Yes. Ooh. Y'all, if y'all haven't watched this Married to Medicine reunion, look, I ain't gonna even advocate watching it. I was contemplating doing a post. That's what brought me here to the live. I'm like, let me just go live because I don't even know where to start with this whole Quad and Mariah alleging that Quad slept with her brother-in-law and the sister got the fight. We did a whole live about that one. I did do a post about that. But now Quad that brought the story onto the reunion when they didn't even talk about the story during the season. So I guess Quad felt like Mariah is out to get her. She didn't accuse Mariah of sponsoring the blogs. And I'm like, where they do that at? I mean, every single time a story comes out that one of these reality chicks or dudes or whatever don't like, they always accuse their arch nemesis of selling it to the blogs or giving it to the blogs. And at the end of the day, it was a police report from my understanding. So unless Mariah, just decided to go dig up this police report, then, whatever the case may be. Maybe Mariah did it, maybe she didn't, but I don't think she did, but whatever. But now that it's out there, it's a police report that says Quad and Mariah's sister got into it and Lake spit in her face and whatever happened, the police didn't lock him up because Lake had already left and it was Quad who called the police or whatever happened. Mariah said Quad was wearing the brother-in-law's t-shirt, yada, 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 yada. Quad brought it up. Quad said it was a lie, and in doing so, the two got into a little, verbal spar. I still can't believe she did it. And then she accused Mariah of doing cocaine. So as I sat there watching it, I just could not help but just think that, she's pulling a fast one. She's doing this publicly, on Bravo or whatever the case, to save herself, A, to create drama, B, and to embarrass what was once her best friend, C. So it's like, is she really gonna do this? Is she really gonna, accuse her friend or former friend of doing cocaine? I don't even know what to say about it. I really don't. Are y'all still here? Where the people at? NMO sucks ALS. You said let you go watch the rest of the season. Oh, it's a lot. It's a whole lot. I guess people were sending it to me because they want me to go in on Quad because it's like Quad, how could you say this about your friend and then double down and say you're concerned and the other ladies know it too? So it's like you're putting the other ladies in a precarious position at this point. Because it's like if they saw her do it, they're going to have to confirm your story. And if they didn't see her do it, they're going to have to call you a liar. I'm just sitting here like, why would you do that? Why would you, like, none of it had anything to do with the story. None of it. And so I'm just, you know, it just kind of gave me a whole deja vu moment. I don't even know where to go with this. Because I was gonna state the obvious, because y'all know who one of Quad's good friends is. It used to be my ex-friend. I don't even want to go there, but it's like, how can you talk about one person being on cocaine, but then you allegedly got another person fired for being on cocaine, your friend? So you were concerned about one where you gonna put her out there, and then the other one you just gonna make him lose his job. So maybe it's a trend. Maybe this is like Quad's goal in life, is just to get people fired over drug usage. I don't know. I can't confirm or deny that Mariah was doing drugs. I cannot. I don't know. I know that Quad told this story. Let me pull up this story. She pretty much doubled down on her accusations recently when she was talking about Mariah, and she said that she saw Mariah do it. They were at a mutual friend's house, and Mariah and the mutual friend went in the bathroom, and then she went in the bathroom, and she saw Mariah and the mutual friend doing it. Oh, I'm just like, who was the mutual friend? And I mean, we need more to the story. And then in another story, she was saying that when they got into it at STK, the infamous STK, that they didn't film, but that several bloggers just incidentally happened to be there, I being one of them. She claimed that Mariah had coke on her nose at STK. So I'm like, I just feel like she's pulling things out the air to make her friend look bad. But, you know, again, I don't know if Mariah has done cocaine or not. I don't know if she does cocaine on the regular. But I do know that Quad hangs around people who does cocaine on the regular. So why would you, of all people, who allegedly used to date drug dealers, well, it's not even alleged. We all see you hanging out with known drug heads, not drug dealers, but people who use drugs. And then you say that you try to accuse somebody else of doing it. So I'm just looking like, this is so crazy. This is like way above, like, I don't understand how anybody would ever fuck with you. Y'all say that about me, but I already told y'all how I felt about Quad. And birds of a feather flock together. Birds of a feather, opportunistic souls often merge together because they feel like they can use each other on their way up, and they step on each other's heads, and they still keep climbing. They step on each other's heads, and the other one step on the other one. It's okay, I came up a little bit, then next time they pull the other one up, but then the other one gonna step on. Like, it's like, you know, Atlanta is the home of the opportunistic person. I mean, I told y'all that, you know. Some people have moved away. Good, but it's just this thing in Atlanta that draws people here. I.e., I guess Quad came from Tennessee, Mariah came from Tennessee, everybody, they like, and you know, everybody was like, well, how can Mariah be her friend if she slept with her ex? That's another incident of an opportunistic friend. Mariah felt like she could use Quad to further whatever the situation was with Married to Medicine. Remember, she was executive producer, all of that, the creative behind it. She thought she could use Quad because Quad, you know, just so happened to be marrying a doctor. They used each other. Now, you know, the usage is over. Mariah don't need Quad. Quad don't need Mariah. And they steady stepping. They steady, you know, and it's like, oh my God. I see, my discerning spirit has always told me it was something about that chick. It was always something about that chick. And again, I never had nothing against Mariah. I met her a couple of times. She cool or whatever. But I saw with my own two eyes the stuff that happened at STK. I knew why she was mad at Quad, because Quad was saying that she was the star. Coincidentally, Dr. Simone brought that up during this episode and called Quad out about it, how the ladies felt that Quad always was saying, you know, she's the star. Now the whole cast feels some kind of way. But during that time, around the time Mariah was out in the outs with the cast, she really felt some kind of way, and she was like, I built that bitch, I made that bitch, oh ugly bitch, and da 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 da. And they was cursing each other out. She couldn't stand the way, you know, Quad was acting all high and mighty or whatever. You know, they both had a lot to drink. Meanwhile, you know, Quad throwing purses, Mariah trying to throw fists. It was a lot going on. So I just say all that to say, here we are, you know, years later after the STK situation, and she's still bringing it up. Now she's bringing it up again and trying to add additional details, saying, oh, that night at STK, you know, Mariah was, you know, she had coke on her nose then. Oh, and when we was in Antigua, you know, she had coke on her nose then and people saw it. And so it's like, where is this coming from and why? Why is this so... I don't know. It just feels wrong to me. It just totally feels wrong. You said Simone is messy and needs to figure out how not to speak without hollering. Y'all said Team Quad. Who believes Quad and who believes Mariah? Press 1 if you believe Quad. Press 2 if you believe Mariah. And press 3 if you like me. You don't give a damn. Press 3 if you feel like they both have a part to play in this situation. But my thing is about Quad saying, you know, she was there when Mariah used cocaine and she ran in the bathroom crying because she couldn't believe that Mariah... It was like a story time. It was really... Let me see if I can find it. It was really like story time for... Hold on, I'm going to say... Hold on. Drugs... You said they both lying, 2 and 3. 3. Do y'all think that you know, Quad would really lie on her like that? And here's the thing, like, even outside of the reunion, Quad is going to like mainstream media with her story. She done gone to damn Us magazine and says that she feels that Mariah is getting progressively worse. How low do you go in a situation like this? If they aren't friends, why are you now spouting about her drug use? Why are you, like, are you mad because she said she wasn't married to medicine? Now she feels like she got to do something to Mariah. Like, if I get kicked off, we both got to go. Like, it just feels kind of, I don't know. It just feels like, you know, she's following the footsteps of her friend. She got fired from Sister Circle. But anyway, in the story time, Quad says she's doubling down on accusations she made in part 1 about Mariah's drug use, alleged cocaine use. She says, I saw her utilize cocaine. You know, she had to use big words, stuff, you know, it don't even matter. I know what I saw. I saw her actually using the drug herself. 2013. I saw her start using and it just spiraled out of control. She's just picked up the habit even and has it now. So the thing is, she's saying, you know, she does it now. She went on to say that Huq's alleged drug use is behind her quote-unquote violent mood swings and erratic behavior, including the time she threw a glass while on vacation with the castmates. This wasn't a one-time thing that she did. This is progressively getting worse, Quad states, noting that despite their fractured friendship, she cares for Huq's well-being. We're not friends. We're not. Let me just state for the record, however, I wish I had a quiet voice. However, she was once very special to me, and because of that, I don't want to see her continue to go down this road. Try to get a quiet voice. Hold on. She's a wife. I'm very concerned for her. I'm very concerned. What's more, Quad says her Married to Medicine co-stars are aware of Huq's alleged issues. It's been a whisper, she tells us. They know. They definitely know. Yeah, it's known. It's a known thing. So not only is she throwing Mariah under the bus, she's throwing her alleged other friends, castmates under the bus as well. Does it not sound like somebody you know? Birds of a feather flock together. I ain't gonna call Quad a liar, because again, I don't know what Mariah do. I just know her BFF, who she got fired from, what you call it, was lying. So it's like now she like doing the exact same thing he did. Let's throw not one person under the bus. Let's throw everybody under the bus. Let's make everybody upset and mad and on edge because of a story that I'm telling to get back at you. That takes a special kind of personality, don't you think? Like, who does that? Like, I'm not going to burn you. I'm going to burn your mama, your daddy, your sister, your children. Fuck everybody who know you. I'm just going to, like, scar you to the end of time. I don't want you to work again. I want everybody to look at you as if you smell like fish or if you do cocaine. I want everybody to think that you are the scum of the earth because I hate you. Don't you think that's like a character flaw or something? Don't you think it's something wrong with people who do? But I think you don't fuck with me. I'm like, look, I'm like Phaedra. You don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. Let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at I know I'm being very hypocritical right now. But, I just feel like, like how far is too far to go? Like, how far is too far to go? Like, just bringing up something that has nothing to do with the price of tea in China. Bringing up her alleged drug use had nothing to do with the show. It actually had, she brought up the fact that, Mariah allegedly sold a story to the blogs about her sleeping with her sister's husband. Like, that wasn't even in the show this season. Like, they hadn't even talked about it. So I just feel like Quad brought all of this to the forefront. For what? For what? Because, to take the heat, to deflect away from the fact that, she's she's supposed to be divorced by now. To take the heat out the fact that, she allegedly been like, pausing, to get the divorce finalized so that she could say she's still married to medicine. Like, why would she do that? Hi, Joshua McClain. You said Heavenly is using Quad for an alliance. That could be true. That could be true. But I mean, like I said, I didn't even watch this season. I didn't because, I don't really like to cast the characters too much. I don't know all of them, but I know a lot of them. But, and I like Dr. Heavenly is cool. I think she's a nice person. I just don't, I see that, Dr. Jackie seems a little bit fake and, a little passive aggressive. Simone, I don't have nothing for her or against her. It's like I'm not really emotionally invested in any of the people. Y'all know how I feel about Quad. Mariah, I could take her or leave her. So it's like, I don't really, the drama about their marriages and stuff is like, do I really care? Do I really care if they break up or stay together? Do I really care? So yeah, I was writing this season about, Quad and Dr. G and how Dr. G met the girl at the hotel and they went out with friends and blah, blah, blah. And how the girl went on the radio station. That was all juicy news that was like outside of the show. So sure, I wrote about it or whatever. But it's not something I want to sit and watch. It's not. He said, looks like there may be some truth about the drug use. She did break a glass, just like she lost it. And look at how mad her husband got on the reunion show. I say drug test both of them. There you go, Jackie. Drug test them both. Drug test them both. You think Quad keep that figure just by twirling around Atlanta at midnight drinking? You think Quad keeps that figure that way? I mean, I'm just saying. They say, they say the cocaine keep the girl skinny. That's what the Marlo Hamptons of the world and them allegedly do. That's what they say. I don't know. I just, I don't do anything. I just sit at home and drink wine. But Yeah, I don't know. I don't think everybody does cocaine. Somebody said that too. I don't think everybody does it. But it's out there. People do it, but not me. You said they're all on drugs. I don't know if everybody's on drugs. They said Jackie, Simone, and Contessa are lesbians. What? Well, I had heard one of Quad's closest friends, who is not a friend of mine anymore, said that she hung around all the lesbians and that she was a lesbian. He told me that right around the time he said she got her butt done. That was what her closest friend said. He's not a friend of mine, so I can spill the tea. I don't care. I do not care. You said you're not familiar with the characters, but from your perspective, it sounds like Quad is in the hot seat. I mean, it seems that way, Media Mogul, only because why bring up drugs on a television show when no one was talking about drug use? It's almost, I can kind of liken it to that whole Candy and Portia situation. That's a serious allegation to make to the world nationwide on TV. So not only is she putting herself in jeopardy, not only is she putting Mariah in jeopardy, she's putting the show in jeopardy. If Mariah allegedly had these illegal substances on her out of the country, around produce, like all of that. Like, I'm just looking like, wow, you really stepped in deep this time. He said Simone treats Cecil like the woman in the relationship. Do they still have two houses? I thought, that was interesting that she lived on one side of town and he lived on another. I thought that was really interesting. But, yeah, I just wanted to come through really quickly. I was about to do a post on it, but I don't even know if I care that much. I've been blogging all day. We're talking about Shamari and Marlo. They got into it after Shamari went on Watch What Happens Live. And she was talking, and Andy asked her who was the shadiest housewife. And she was about to say Marlo, and she was like, oh, Marlo's not a housewife, my bad. And so, Marlo threw a bit of shade back at her on Twitter, basically saying, thank you, as a D-list character, whatever, I bring life to the show, whatever she said. And then Shamari clapped back, and then Marlo clapped back, and it's all on the site. I can't remember it word for word, but it's all on the site if you care. He said, let you go watch the rest of Married to Medicine. Exactly, Jen, go watch it. I'm just very interested to see what happens, and what happens with Dr. G and Quad. They left that as a cliffhanger for next week. So maybe I'll watch it. I don't even know what day it comes on anymore. What is it, Saturday or Friday? I don't know. But Dr. G and Quad, they're going through a divorce. Dr. G claims Quad pulled a knife on him. Quad claims Dr. G choked her and threw it to the floor. Then he says, well, what was I supposed to do? Like, let you stab me? So it was like, we don't know what happened with that situation. But what we do know from both of their mouths is like, they ain't never getting back together. There's not going to be a Cecil and Simone kind of thing where all the people rally around to bring us back together. Most of the ladies actually were like, we really don't care. Like, we know they're toxic together and they both deserve happiness apart. Which is really, what everybody thinks. Everybody been saying that, throughout the whole years. Like, Quad won't give that man a baby. Quad won't do this. Quad, and he won't do this. He won't take out the trash. And da-da-da-da-da. And all Dr. G wants is a woman, a trophy and blah, 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 blah. But it's a whole lot of ladies out there looking for a Dr. G. Minnie Cooper and all. It's a whole bunch of them. Yes, I have a new camera. I'm trying it out, but I don't know. I'm trying it with my OBS for the first time, so I'm trying to like get it in sync. I don't know if it's in sync. If it's not in sync, y'all just listen. Don't even watch my mouth move. But yeah, so I'm trying, honey. I be trying to upgrade a little bit so I can bring it to y'all. I'm not gonna take any calls right now, but I will be back tonight for Wind Down Wednesday. I want to go ahead and set it, but I want to say 8-ish. I'm gonna say 8 o'clock. So y'all come back, bring a bottle of something. Y'all know I'll be drinking my sweet red, and yeah, we can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. I'm sure I have a whole lot of topics back then. He said, I know a lot of information for someone who doesn't watch Married to Medicine. Kenneth, I live in Atlanta. Trust me, I know a lot of things about a lot of shows I don't watch. And I know a lot of things about a lot of people who happen to be around me. Yeah. Like I told you, I was at STK when the situation happened. So when I saw the story and she said that Mariah had coke on her nose, I'm like, that's a lie. That's a lie. I was there. I saw it. So if that's a lie, I'm questioning personally. This is me personally. So again, I don't know who did what or why, but personally, if that's a lie, I'm questioning everything she's saying. Did she lie about, it's getting progressively worse? Did she lie about being in a room with her friend and she saw Mariah do it back in 2012? Is she lying? So that's where I am with it. And Kenneth, if you want to know, like I wrote a post about it. Let me see. I can put the link in the chat. About STK. Hold on. Way back then. And it's still on the site. April 21st, 2014. Yeah. And Mariah even did a interview about me. With somebody, and she was basically, she felt like I was lying. Not that I was lying, but that, she didn't do what she said she did. So, hold on. Let me see. Yeah, and then Quad was trying to, make it seem like I was on her side, but I was just, I didn't know either one of them. It was my first time meeting them. Yeah, so it's all up 285. What's up 285, Monica? What is Mariah is annoying, fire her. Well, who on the cast of Married to Medicine is not annoying? You don't think Quad is annoying? Really? Quad is just like a carbon copy of a drag queen to me. Like everything about her is contrived. Anyway, I'm gonna keep it cute. Mariah makes the show the other ladies are boring. Wait a minute, 2012. It's now 2019. Who cares? Exactly, Javar. That's what I'm saying. She was bringing up things, I guess, to corroborate her story about Mariah doing coke. So basically to corroborate her story, since they haven't hung around in years, she's saying she saw her do it back in 2013, 2012, and I saw her do it at STK, which was 2014. It's 2019. I'm about to say 2018, but it's just January, so we all keep saying 2018. But it's 2019. Girl, it's 5 years ago. What are you talking about? How you know? How you know what she's doing and why? She just mad that Mariah is advocating for her to go. Like she said, she's not even Married to Medicine anymore. So, you late, Tina. It's all good. Come back at 8, and we will talk about a whole bunch of other things. I was just being messy. Because at the end, like, I told y'all about that whole Sister Circle thing. What I know for sure, what happened, why it happened, and Quad was the main one running back and forth, telling the producer that, her ex-friend was doing drugs and was on alcohol and was embarrassing her. He ended up getting called in and an issue happened and, he got fired. So, fast forward to now, I guess they're back friends. But, she needs an ally. She claims Mariah is friends with all the blogs. So, of course, she needs to be friends with somebody. So, there's that. There is that. So, just, again, while y'all see stuff, don't take it at face value. Always think outside the box. Always use your critical thinking brain like I do. And you'll see that the story is it's a lot more to the story than what meets the eye, honey. A lot more. You said a little mess in the afternoon. Exactly, Kate. Just a little bit. I got to get back to work now. So all of y'all who have not been on Straight from the A, go ahead and visit Straight from the A. I have several stories up. I talked about Candy and Portia and how each one of them telling 2 different stories. We talked about that in the Housewives review the other day. They also did like an after show where they both have spoke on it. Portia seems to feel that Candy, you know, throws rocks and hides her hand, and she has other people do her dirty work for her. And Candy, on the other hand, feels like, you know, she don't owe Portia nothing. She's gonna believe what her people tell her, even though she didn't witness it with her own 2 eyes. And yeah, you know, Candy seems to be holding a grudge. We've been saying it all season. What else did I write about today? I wrote about Shamari and Marlo. I talked about that earlier, a little bit earlier. I wrote about R. Kelly. Again, I know everybody's so tired of R. Kelly, but it's good to have the conversation because Black girls' lives do matter, and we keep putting it out there that they don't by, you know, excusing him of his behavior. Now, the Fulton County District Attorney is reopening or opening a case on R. Kelly to see if there's something they could charge him with. I don't know what that would be, but they're considering criminal charges. So I wrote about that. I asked the question, do y'all think he'll get nailed this time? I mean, there's a lot of people with a lot of stories. Common denominator is Robert Kelly, so there's that. Somebody asked, are Peter and Cynthia getting back together? I keep saying I don't think they ever broke up, but that's just me. That's just me. So, you know, I don't know. I do think it'd be cute to see Peter, you know, woo his woman back for the Housewives. That'll give Cynthia a whole new storyline. Y'all write it down, producers, because I want to see that. So, you know, people, you know, like to see that. Somebody said, how do I feel about the Housewives being canceled? I could care less. If it is, it will be. And if it won't, ooh, my little thing came off. You know, I don't own the Housewives, honey. I own straight from the A.com. You said Drea Kelly is doing too much. Drea Kelly is Drea Kelly. Do I have full episodes of Surviving R. Kelly on Straight from the A? Yes, I do. Each one of them, they're in 3 separate posts. The first 2 are in a post a few days ago. The second 2 are in a post where I did the 5 things revealed on Surviving R. Kelly. And the last 2 I actually put in a post today because I didn't have the energy to write a whole nother recap, and I've been recapping all 3 episodes. So it's in the post that I talk about the criminal charges being pressed against him. So yes, all 6 episodes are on Straight from the A. Did I speak about Wanda Smith from V103? Briefly in a post. We could talk more about that tonight. I think that could be a good topic for tonight, but I did write about it on the site. It's not just Wanda Smith. It's Wanda Smith and Miss Sophia. Neither one of their contracts were renewed for 2019. And Frank Ski is still there, and he's testing out, you know, newer, younger people to be his co-hosts. You know, it's interesting. Moni Love has been sitting in this week. In addition to Moni Love, I think Marlo was there yesterday. I don't know if she's, you know, interviewing her, if they were just, you know, interviewing her about Housewives, but I don't wake up that early to see it. So my thing is, they were going to fire Wanda and Miss Sophia. They should have just let Frank go too. And I'm not advocating, you know, job loss or anything, but I mean, they were a team. So you said B. Scott reported that Bravo is considering bringing back Phaedra and Kenya. B. Scott and Kenya are really good friends. Just like y'all say, me and Nene are really good friends. So, of course, he's going to say that. B. Scott said that Kenya didn't get fired. Now, I just leave it at that. So, when I was telling y'all Kenya got fired, B. Scott was writing that Kenya was coming back. No shade to B. Scott, but I get, you know, your loyalties lie with Kenya. So yeah, at this particular juncture, all the people who want to believe all of the bogus reports about Housewives being fired, the ratings being the lowest ever, people being fired or bringing back people, that is so not true. They don't even make those types of decisions until the reunion. So, I mean, just like last year, everybody kept saying Phaedra was coming back, or this person was coming back, or this. They don't know. So. You said I'm advocating job loss deals. I'm advocating for your job loss zilts. But anyway, you guys, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for this afternoon little quickie. I definitely appreciate y'all tuning in. You said you tired of Frank. Again, I don't get up that early. I ain't gonna even lie. But yeah, I want to just, you know, come through. I'm gonna try to come through a little bit earlier sometimes, cause y'all know I'm a night owl. I gotta get started on my posts. Hold on. King Collington, you would know if you were told by your sources. I missed it. Hold on. Ooh, that made me dizzy. One of my thoughts on Wendy Williams. She's a woman. She's a woman with man problems. That's all I got. That's all I got. So anyway, you guys, thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already, go visit straightfromtheA.com. Zills is problematic. I agree, he can be. We all have a little bit of problematic in us. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Like this video if you haven't already, or unlike it or dislike it on your way out. All of the above. I like the engagement, positive or negative. I'm good. Leave your comments down below about what you think about Quad's drug allegations against Mariah Huq. Do you feel like she's wrong? Do you feel like there are no rules in war? Do you feel like she's right? She can pull out all the stops to get the dirt? Or do you feel like it's a character flaw? Personally, I feel like it shows her character. Yes, Angel, Derek still does my hair. Yes, 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 yes. All right, Cartier, see y'all tonight. I'm out.